Good morning. Happy last day of school. It is my great honor to have you here in this auditorium so that we can do some recognition of attendance, grades, citizenship, and to have one final time with these fifth graders before they go and move on to bigger things in middle school. I had someone ask, why is fifth grade sitting on the stage? I said, because they're the stars of the show today. But they have to wait until the end to have their moment. So we will start. We have a very full schedule, so I will start right away. And we're going to start with recognizing students with attendance awards and recognition. For most of our awards this morning, your teachers have those, and we'll be giving those to you to take home. I'm only handing out one set of certificates because if I hand out all the certificates, we'll be here for a very, very long time. But what we are going to do is we are going to have students who are being recognized come down and stand on the floor in front of the stage so that you can be recognized all together, okay? So I'm going to start with attendance awards with kindergarten. And so the first category is outstanding attendance. And so when we look at attendance, when we look for outstanding attendance, we look for students who have only missed 2.5 to 5 days of school. And so these students are receiving the honor of outstanding attendance. When I say your name, please come down to the front, and then we'll hold our applause until I have read all the names. So these students have outstanding attendance from kindergarten. Adley Dorman, Lincoln Hoquard, Alejandro Reyes, Maverick Wiltzer, and these students may come down. If I say your name, please come down. Levi DeZoo, Joshua Hookstra, Odin Cars, Boston Meekoff, Emily Fisher, Juliet Cesaris, Annie DeCam, Avery Jobin, Jackson Ledbetter, Isabel Nolan, Scotland Powers, and Jaden Rodenbaugh. Let's give them a round of applause. Yay. And friends, I will have you stay for just a minute. So then we have excellent attendance, which is 1 to 2 days absent for the school year. We have one student receiving that recognition. That's Ayla Pollington. Ayla, come on down. And then we have perfect attendance, which is a half day to 0 days missed. And we have two. We have Aubrey Behrens and Nellie Kunish. If those two ladies could come down, please. There we are. Well done to all of you. My kindergarten friends, thank you. You may go back to your seats. We'll move on to first grade. So again, outstanding attendance for first grade. Outstanding attendance for first grade. We have the following students: Ella Beebe, Braden Hill, Davenquist, Ryder Quist, Sophia Tenorio, Hank Dykehouse, Mason Hubbs, Millie Roosevelt, Cameron Salisbury, Lane Behrens, Clayton Brinks, Aiden Elizondo, Piper Evans, Quinn Houston, Javier Ramos, Sayla Thomas, Finley Rivera, Paisley Brainerd, Corbin Southwick. And then students with excellent attendance from first grade: Miles Hookwater, Leah Winkle, Jesus Orozco Bravo, Kinley Smith, and James Christie. If all of those students could come down, please. Yes, well done. Excellent. And all of you friends may go and have a seat. Thank you so much. Moving on to second grade. Second grade, outstanding attendance. Will the following students please come down? Owen DeCam, Levi Gallup, Bradley Hinton, North Lindquist, Lydia Westmus, Tristan Yonkman, Martin Eisinga, James Cross, Braden Pluger, Griffin Sycama, Silas Bazo, Beckham Bigger, Ashlyn Cundiff, Brooklyn Cundiff, and Ian Pena. And then excellent attendance, we have the following students: Anna Finstrom, Grayson Muenberg, Jocelyn Wiltzer, Gael Diaz, Oscar Lopez Flores, Connor Quist, and Grace Sowell. We'll give them a minute to come down because they were way up at the top. Second grade doesn't usually sit way up at the top. But we graduated them. Here they come. There we are. Keep the applause going. They just got there. Keep it going. There we go. Well done, friends. You may all go have a seat now. I'll give them a minute to move before I go to third grade. We don't want any traffic jams this morning. Okay. Moving on to third grade, outstanding attendance. Will the following students come down? Blake Fansett, Jonah Roosevelt, Dominic Villalobos-Tetro, Avery Winkle, Connor Fisher, Josiah Hookstra, Evelyn Ponce, Hurley Trafford, Evelyn DeCam, Malachi Hall, Lily Austin, Ravenna Hill, Jackson Myring, Sophia Ramos, Ariadne Reyes, Zoe Ugarte Gonzalez. The following students had excellent attendance. If they would come down: Mason Reinink, Ruben Wiltzer, Tallulah Zorn, Carson Decatur, Gracie Dottie, Summer England, Hazel Flintoff, Jackson Herwire, Myra Hookwater. And then we had 3 students in third grade with perfect attendance. If they would come down: Brantley Decatur, Leo Hernandez Mendoza, and Jesse Zeiderveen. And we'll give them a minute to come down. You can go over there too. There's room over there. Here they've all made it. Keep it going. There we are. Excellent. Thank you, third grade friends. You may go and have a seat. I appreciate that you are all walking back to your seats. Thank you. Moving to fourth grade. The following fourth grade students had outstanding attendance for the year. If you would please come down: Alexander Brinks, Isabella Mendoza Limon, Ryan Shook, Gwyneth Sco, Carson Winkle, Luella Lowry, Logan Moomey, Esper Pitts, Mason Pluger, Silas Zeiderveen, Jacob Corner, Christian DeBoer, Aaliyah Hill, Jackson Maurer, Lacey Owinga, Jose Reyes Rodriguez, Reagan Stahl, Ruby Tenorio Franklin, Rogue Wiltzer, Wesley Carter, Nevaeh Castro, Bentley Drott, Owen Finstrom, Joshua Johnson, Ashton Nelson, Reina Orozco Bravo, and Logan Quist. And I'll stop there for now because that's quite a group. Couple more coming down. Excellent. Let's give them a round of applause. Thank you, fourth grade friends. You may go and have a seat. And I'll do the last 2 categories together for fourth grade now. The following students had excellent attendance for this school year. If they would please come down: Ariana Green, Eli Howie, Kevin Stagg, Sawyer Muenberg, Aaliyah Huttinga, Leland Reese, Tyler Beebe, and Malachi Reese. And then the following students had perfect attendance for the school year: Freddie Lockwood, Madeline Overman, Jamie Johnson, and Evan Van Dree, if they would come down as well. Excellent. And again, that's outstanding and perfect, or excellent and perfect attendance. Thank you, fourth grade. You may have a seat. And then fifth grade. Fifth grade, we're just going to have you stand where you are because we will all see you very, very well. So the following students had outstanding attendance for this school year. If you would please stand when I say your name: Kevin Carrero Gonzalez, Moises Guarada Gonzalez, Elin Herwire, Braylon Hinton, Mary Kate Maloney, Elijah Reese, Diana Ugarte Gonzalez, Carson Campbell, General Gill, Jana Madison, Matthew Noland, Skyla Pitts, Olivia Quist, Ginger Schnegg, Ryland Sylvester, and Pearl Volker. If you would give them a round of applause, please. You may all have a seat. The following fifth grade students had excellent attendance for the school year. If you would please stand when I say your name: Hannah Eisinga, Brody Owinga, Dominic Carlson, and Henry Myring. Thank you. You may have a seat. And then last but certainly not least, the following fifth graders had perfect attendance for the school year. Citlali Hernandez Mendoza, Leah Dottie, and Tabella Thomas. And you may have a seat. If I could please have Mrs. Huddiga come and assist me with this next part. So we will now move into our Citizenship Awards. And how we do this each year, if you are new to our school or you just don't remember, is each classroom teacher picks a Citizen of the Year for their classroom based on the traits of our wheel: welcoming, honest, engaged, empathetic, and leader, and based on just good citizenship of being kind to others, being a help, and being a good citizen overall. From there, Mrs. Huddiga and I looked at the classroom choices, and we chose a grade level Citizen of the Year. And I have to tell you, it was very, very difficult this year. I think I heard every teacher say, it's so hard to pick this year because I have so many good kids. And it was difficult for Mrs. Huddiga and I to pick too. So we are going to honor each classroom Citizen of the Year, and each person will get a certificate. And then I will announce who the Citizen of the Year is for the grade level, and that child will get this nice citizen medallion on this ribbon. I know. So we will start with kindergarten again. So the Citizens of the Year for the following classes that these students would please, you're going to come up on stage and we will honor you up here, okay? So if I could have from Mrs. Brinks's classroom, Lucas O'Brien, from Mrs. Nelson's classroom, Briella Hooker, from Miss Thompson's class, Kinsley Torres, and from Mrs. V's class, Reese Mihalsik. But I understand Reese is absent today. Yes. So we will get that to her. So Mrs. Huddiga has your certificate. Yes. Actually, they come out here, guys, because I don't know if we'll be able to see it. Come out here. Right here on the big stage. There you are. There you are. And Pip the pup came too, because he's very important. So then it is my great honor to announce that the Kindergarten Citizen of the Year was Reese Mihalsik, who is absent today, so we will make sure that she gets her medallion for that. Excellent. Moving on to first grade. The Citizen of the Year for each classroom: Mrs. Beatty's class, Cecilia Davis; Mrs. Finstrom's class, Akela Awinga; Mrs. Camphouse's class, Adeline Fallman; and Mrs. Quist's class, Kinsley Smith. There's two. Excellent. Yes, get out in front of that stage. So then it is my great honor to let you know that the first grade Citizen of the Year this year is Kinley Smith. There you are, my dear. And you may all go have a seat. Moving on to second grade. The Citizens of the Year for each classroom are from Mrs. Hooker's class, Corey Helmer Jr., from Mrs. Bode's class, Anna Finstrom; from Mrs. Roosevelt's class, Grace Soul; and from Mrs. Taylor's class, Lainey Wetzig. It's a long way to come from way up there, isn't it? Here comes Lainey. They had to travel a long way, didn't they? Second grade's not used to coming that far. Let's give them a round of applause. No. Are there any back there? So then it is my honor to let you know the second grade Citizen of the Year is Corey Helmer Jr. You may all go have a seat. Moving on to third grade. The Citizens of the Year for each classroom. From Mrs. Henry's class, Henry. I'm sorry, Henry. I said Henry again because it's Mrs. Henry. It is not Henry. Case Fisher, my apologies. From Miss Bode's class, Alejandra Perez Franklin. From Mrs. Quist's class, Gracie Dottie. And from Mrs. Westorp's class, Leanne Thompson. Sorry, Case. Let's give them a round of applause. So then the Citizen of the Year for third grade is Gracie Dottie. You're welcome. You may all go have a seat. Fourth grade. Citizen of the Year for each class. From Mr. Ferdin's class, Silas Zeiderveen. From Mrs. Maloney's class, Lacey Owinga. From Mrs. O'Malley's class, Micah Klunder. And from Mrs. Avery's class, Aris Bragg. Let's give them a round of applause, please. The Citizen of the Year for fourth grade is Aris Bragg. And last but certainly not least, fifth grade. Fifth grade, if you get announced, we're going to have you come to the front of the stage, if you would please. The following students were Citizens of the Year. From Mrs. Brinks' class, Mary Kate Maloney. From Mrs. McLean's class, General Gill. And from Miss Smith's class, Ginger Schnegg. So then, look at, they're anticipating it. The Citizen of the Year for fifth grade this year is Ginger Schnegg. Congratulations to all of our citizens of the Year. Thank you for being good citizens in our school and our community. Very proud of all of you. And so many of you could have been selected. So we now will move into my last bit, which is honoring third, fourth, and fifth grade for honor roll. Honor roll. So for third, fourth, and fifth grade, because you get letter grades, we do look to see who may have earned the distinction of being on the honor roll for the school year. So we're going to start with third grade, and we're going to start with students who had A's and B's throughout the school year. A's and B's throughout the school year. And so what I did was I went through each student in third, fourth, and fifth grade. I looked at your overall grades for the school year to see if you qualified for this distinction. So the following students did qualify for A's and B's for the school year. 1 second, I'm on the wrong, there we go. I was on the wrong page. So third grade, if these students could please come down to the front to be recognized. Gwen Arnett, Lily Austin, Clara Bain, Ian Baird, Jackson Bigger, Rihanna Brainerd, Grayson Clark, Brantley Decatur, Carson Decatur, Landry Dorman, Tanner Duncan, Summer England, Malachi Hall, Leo Hernandez Mendoza, Jackson Herwire, Liam Hiblin, Ravenna Hill, Josiah Hookstra, Adeline Hookwater, Myra Hookwater, Braxton Huggins, Kasdan Knaus, Oakley Keeler, Owen Kent, Breslin Lachance, Lenny Martinez, Asa McMullen, Amelia Meekoff, Joey Mulder, Avery Norman, Parker Owinga, Alejandra Perez Franklin, Evelyn Ponce, Sophia Ramos, Mason Reinick, Ariadne Reyes, Jackson Rogers, Fabian Rock Cruz, Jackson Simpson, Bella St. John, Judd Thompson, Leanne Thompson, Ezra Troyer, Ashley Sapone, Ariana Yonkman, Jesse Zeiderveen. Let's give them all a round of applause. Well done, well done. And all of you may go back to your seats. Thank you. So then, after looking at who earned the distinction of A's and B's, I looked to see who had the distinction or the honor of earning all A's through the school year. Will the following students please come down to be recognized for earning all A's for the entire school year? Brian Balsley, Amara Behrens, Penny Bruno, Wyatt Davis, Gracie Dottie, Amelia Digraph, Blake Fansett, Hazel Flintoff, Blair Martinez, Jackson Meyering, Sam Mills, Jackson Parcell, Nori Roderick, Jonah Roosevelt, Casey Thomas, Zoe Ugarte Gonzalez, Iris Van Heitzma, Leland Vasquez, Dominic Villalobos Tetro, and Avery Winkle. Let's give them a round of applause. Congratulations to all of you. You may all go have a seat. Moving on to fourth grade. A's and B's, those students who earned A's and B's through the school year, please come down when your name is said. Nova Cooper, Jacob Corner, Christian DeBoer, Liam DeRider, Max Digraph, Shirelli Elizondo Hernandez, Bradley Gladue, Ariana Green, Aaliyah Hill, Dylan Huttinga, Joshua Johnson, Cooper King, Cameron Kurt, Micah Klunder, Allison Madison, Jackson Maurer, Chloe McQuestion, Presley Mejia, Ramara Mosier, Ashton Nelson, Madeline Overman, Lacey Owinga, Mila Pena DeZoo, Esper Pitts, Zayden Pollington, Quinton Quist, Kimberly Rebolledo Garcia, Leland Reese, Malachi Reese, Brady Reinick, Jose Reyes Rodriguez, Bailey Richards, Savannah Rose, Aniston Southwick, Hannah Spindler, Reagan Stahl, Ruby Tenorio Franklin, Mason Van Polen, Rosaline Vedler, Nayeli Vincente Escalera, Carson Winkle, Silas Zeiderbean. There's a couple coming down still. They're making it. They were way up at the top. Now y'all push down. Y'all come down, scoot down, scoot down. You're all on the side there. Scoot down, scoot down, scoot down, scoot down, scoot all the way down. Let's fit all our friends in here. We're live streaming this, so you got to be in the picture. Chloe, make a second row right here. Follow Zayden. Here, make a second row right there. There you go. Mila, come in front here. Follow. There you go. Here we go. Nayeli, follow. There you go. Fill in there. Now we can see you. Savannah, go down that way. Here we go. There. Now let's give them a round of applause. You may all go have a seat. Fourth grade all A's. If the following students would come down, you have earned the distinction of all A's for the school year. Aris Bragg, Hayden DeZoo, Owen Finstrom, Eli Howie, Jamie Johnson, Tyler Kent, Isabella Mendoza Limon, Adeline Miller, Logan Quist, Gwen Sco, Ricardo Villalobos Tetro, and Rogue Wiltzer. Let's see, I'm making sure they all made it down. There was a bit of a traffic jam. There's a couple coming. Keep your applause going. The final two are coming. Keep it going. There they are. Excellent. All right. Thank you, fourth grade. You may go and have a seat. And finally, and again, last but not least, fifth grade. Let's do a quick check. Check your bodies for me. Check the way you're sitting. Check the way you're facing. Where are your hands? Where are your feet? Thank you. There we go. Upper elementary, you're doing a beautiful job. Kindergarten, first grade, we're almost done. We're almost done. You're doing great. Hang in there. All right, fifth grade. The following students have earned the distinction of having A's and B's through the school year. Please stand when I say your name. Cameron Nakama, S.E.M. Bragg, Tessa Bronkema, Hannah Isinga, Nora Eubank, General Gill, Citlali Hernandez Mendoza, Rexton Hillard, Braylon Hinton, McKenna Genema, Ellis Kellogg, Piper Coolstra, Adeline Lurs, Jana Madison, Eli Miller, Kendall Naderhood, Tenley Nielsen, Brody Owinga, Gavin Owinga, Olivia Quist, Riker Rabidou, Elijah Reese, Joey Roberts, Johnny Roberts, Jovi Roderick, Kaylin Roosevelt, Ginger Schnag, Reagan Soul, Peter Stewart, Tabella Thomas, Ashley Elizaldo, Jacqueline Elizaldo, Jurian Van Heitzma, Natalie Vedler, Pearl Volker, and Thomas Woodworth. Let's give them a round of applause. You may all have a seat. Thank you. And finally, I think I keep saying finally, and then I just keep going, but all A's for 5th grade, the following students earned the distinction of all A's for the school year. Charlie Bain, Carlin Bovin, Lindsay DeZoo, Leah Dottie, Elin Herwire, Jackson Herwire, and Mary Kate Maloney. And you may all have a seat. I had to read a lot of names. I had to read a lot of names, and I could use some water, but I don't mind because we had so many students who did so well this year academically, so it always makes me very proud to be able to read all those names, and I definitely want to take time to recognize all of those students for doing so well in school because that means a lot to us. And so thank you for taking time with me to honor our citizens and our honor roll, those who deserve that recognition. That means a lot. So we are going to move into the stars of the show. You are stars, and you shine very brightly. But I didn't want to miss an opportunity to talk about 3 other people very quickly. One being Mrs. Hill. Now, she's not down here right now, but you all know that she is retiring, yes? And so, if you get a chance to see her before the end of the day, if you see her out and about or anything, make sure that you give her a hug and you wish her well in her retirement. We're very sad to see her go, but very excited for her new journey. Then we have 2 others. Miss Thompson is retiring at the end of this year. Miss Thompson, give us a wave. There she is. Let's give her a round of applause. Many years in preschool and kindergarten, so many of you had her or your siblings did. So thank you, Ms. Thompson, for pouring into our students and our community and our families for so long. We won't say how many years. Who can even count anymore? 30 years. Congratulations on your retirement. You'll be very missed. And then finally, although I think she could be hiding somewhere. Where's Mrs. O'Malley? Give us a wave, Mrs. O'Malley. Yeah, they're all pointing at you. You can't hide from us. She is also retiring. We won't say how many years for her either. However, Mrs. O'Malley, we want to thank you for your years coaching and teaching and doing all of the things that you have done to support our community. Thank you very much for investing here, for living here, and for doing all you've done for McBain. Congratulations on your retirement. Did I miss anyone? I got everybody? All right, so now, finally, because I keep saying that, we'll move on to 5th grade. 5th grade, I won't talk long. It's been a pleasure having you as our 5th graders. It's been a pleasure having you as the leaders of our school. You've done a phenomenal job. I've told you many times this year how proud I am of you and how glad I am to know you. Thank you for being such good role models in our school and for giving us such a wonderful year. I hope you had a wonderful year, and I wish you very good luck in middle school. So, if I could please have the teachers come up for the final roll call.
Congratulations, 5th graders. When we read your name, you can stand where you're at and then just stay standing, okay? Charlie Bain, Tessa Bronkema, Kevin Carrillo Gonzalez, Lindsay DeZoo, Moises Guarda Gonzalez, Wyatt Hadrich, Citlali Hernandez Mendoza, Elin Herwire, Jackson Herwire, Braylon Hinton, McKenna Genema, Ellis Kellogg, Tiandre Kite, Mary Catherine Maloney, Weston Mentel, Jaden Niebuhr, Gavin Awinga, Adrian Paxtor Vesquez, Elijah Reese, Jovi Roderick, Kaylin Roosevelt, Sophia Rubio Sullivan, Diana Ugarte Gonzalez, Ashley Valenzuela Elizalde, Jacqueline Valenzuela Elizalde, Jurian Van Heitzma.
All right, when I say your name, please stand up, give everybody a big smile, and then stay standing for quite a while, please. Henry Bisball, Dominic Carlson, Dylan Feaster, Alyssa Hadrich, Rexton Hillard, Piper Koolstra, Jana Madison, Alex Melberg, Henry Meyering, Kendall Naderhood, Tenley Nielsen, Matthew Noland, Skyla Pitts, Olivia Quist, Johnny Roberts, and Joey Roberts. You can both stand up. Kennedy Roby, Angel Santana Van Etten, Ginger Snag, Rylan Sylvester, Tabella Thomas, Bram Van Buskirk, Pearl Volker, and Thomas Woodworth.
All right, it's been a great year, guys. Thank you for sharing it with me. Cameron Agama, Carlin Bovin, Essian Bragg, Carson Campbell, Bella Chamberlain, Kimberly Corner, Leah Dottie, Hannah Eisinga, Nora Eubank, General Gill, Madison Gunnarsson, Adeline Lures, Lakota Hadrich, Rosie Marcus, Emily Martinez, Eli Miller, Maxwell Mulder, Brody Awinga, Rika Rabideau, Reagan Soul, Rabideau, I was trying to say it right and I forgot it. Peter Stewart, Natalie Vedler, Barrett Venema, and Graydon Winkle.
So as is tradition for ending our end of the year assembly, we will send our fifth graders out. So staff, if you would start making your way to the center aisle so we can send them off to middle school. And by the power vested in me by the state of Michigan and the McBain Rural Agricultural School Board, I declare the school year done at 11:35 and not a minute before. We've made it.